So, what is your go-to happy hormone activity when you need an
अगर वो
instant
पान
boost?
मसाला प्रमोट कर सकते तो मैं पुशअप्स प्रमोट कर
I got operated. I underwent open heart surgery, and when I woke up there, I still remember on the bed in the hospital. I could remember the beeping machine of the medical devices. A very beautiful nurse came to me and she removed that ventilation pipe from my mouth, and I felt as if it's cutting the umbilical cord.
And you won't believe, in our campus there was people tree. Okay, so I used to spend moments, maybe a personal life, professional life. Don't leave any stone unturned. Defy the logic, be the love. Defy the
Storycast
logic.
with Swati.
Hi, this is Swati back again with my weekly Zoom podcast. Today's guest is known for his energy and powerful voice. He is a fitness trainer, a motivational speaker, and a Gallup-certified global strengths coach, which means he is trained in a world-renowned program that helps people discover what they are naturally best at, a bit like a personality test but focused on strengths. He has guided more than 5 lakh people across India, the Middle East, and Africa. He leads the Office of Strategic Initiatives at Chitkara University and has shared his story on stages like TEDx. He is also the author of Tonic for Great Life, a book about finding purpose, positivity, and inner strength. Whether he's talking resilience, leadership, or even recreating Bollywood moments on Instagram Reels, his style is about keeping people engaged. Kiran Kurwade, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. At the outset, I'm really grateful to you, Swati, for this wonderful podcast. I'm doing good.
Great. So now that we have set the stage, let's dive straight into your story. Tell us a bit about yourself.
So when I was in school days, I remember I was in Secunderabad because my father was based out there. He was in army, and it was, I think, second or third standard. And other boys and the girls, like they used to play, they used to be in studies and all those things. But I was fascinated by the word enlightenment of Buddha. And you won't believe, in our campus there was people tree. Okay, so I used to spend moments under that tree. So till 6th, 7th standard, I was very good in academics. I used to come first in class. But when it comes to sports, the physical activities and the rest of things, I was little, away from it. I used to give a lot of thoughts, I used to find the meaning of life and the
Very
four
philosophical.
things.
Very philosophical.
Very
basically.
philosophical. Yeah.
Okay, but this is something very different from what I had expected. You are straight away delving into spirituality, and that too at such an early stage of your life. So again, it makes me curious. If you had social media then, what would you have done with it?
During my time, I recall, they were pen friends, pen pals, and all those things. Used to write letters, Russia and the other countries, right? So I would have, explored on social media, like the way we are interacting now, making best use of social media.
So you would have networked. Spoken to people and made friends and all of that. You love exploring people, personalities, and bringing out the best in them, and that's what probably you're passionate about from the very beginning.
Absolutely.
Latest podcasts of yours, you've spoken a lot about Gen Z. You do see them in a positive light. So what strengths do you think they bring that older generations often overlook?
When I look at Gen Z, let me tell you, Swati, Gen Z, I see not just some, alien droppings, they're not aliens or something,
Okay.
And they have in their arsenal, in their armory now, so-called technology, that the social media, the AI per se, right? Yes. So first of all, I'm very, very empathic towards Gen Z. They have their own, their challenges, their pain areas, their sufferings, the kind of competition they go through. Which is their strength. One of the strengths is that their ability to question.
Yes, they do.
During our times, we didn't have that, those guts, we're not that gutsy. Especially in my case, my father was in army. हफ्ते में कभी एक दो बार बातचीत हो जाती थी. But these people, they question. I appreciate that. One more thing which I really like about Gen Z is that, they are really secular. They are having that global mindset. There are no boundaries for them. Beyond genders, beyond borders, all kind of things. So,
at your age, Did you have these
Yes.
friends, or you were very introvert or kind of ambivert, or you didn't question much? How were you
Yeah.
back
See,
in those days?
not able to question by then was like, like a social norm. But personally, I always wanted, and couple of my friends, they also wanted, but your voices were suppressed, like because of the social
Right.
so-called good boy. You can't just like question
Yeah.
that much. That is.
So when did that focus come in your life? When did it all start coming together? When you felt that you are passionate about something, really want to do, you got it figured out basically.
But it didn't happen overnight, not on single day. It happened progressively. Like when I was able to observe,
Right.
like to the great degree of honesty, then I could see that life started unfolding in its own way. And I was running a race, like 400-meter race, and I stood last. डांट पड़ी, sarcastic डांट पड़ी पापा से. उन्होंने कहा कि हमसे क्या कमी रह गई. I decided कि नहीं, like I'm good in academics, I'm good in like cultural activities, right? So I started focusing on fitness, physical fitness. And वो दिन है आज का दिन है. I think within 1 year I ran 10 kilometers half marathon in 7th grade. Yeah, soon after that. And I used to wake up early, 3:30, 4 o'clock. I used to do boxing with the recruits. I used to jog a lot. I used to run a lot.
You always speak about mental fitness and physical fitness, happiness. Correct. Of the heart. So can you further elaborate on this? What is fitness according to you? In today's, demanding times, there's so much competition, pressure, the idea of looking good all the time, looking perfect all the time, and social media has obviously added to that, in some way. So what is that one thing you'd like to tell our listeners?
World talks a lot, when it comes to emotional intelligence and the mental, fitness.
Correct.
We talk a lot, and now today with the rampant rise of AI, the chatbot, ChatGPT, and the rest of it, there is no scarcity of information. But when we closely and honestly observe, there is hardly any transformation. I mean, the metamorphosis, the psychological metamorphosis. We continue to struggle. We have not progressed when it comes to psychological growth. Correct. Isn't it? In fact, apparently you see that the all kinds of separation rates are increasing. The violence is increasing. Yes. The overall intelligence, which I call as holistic intelligence. So when it comes to the logic, AI is there, right? A lot of information is there. Definitely we are progressing. But when it comes to the emotional intelligence, we need to work a lot. Spiritual intelligence is that common thread or common denominator which goes through each and everything. It weaves all things together. By spiritual intelligence, what I mean is self-awareness. Am I able to observe myself during my tough time, during my happy times, all the times, so that I don't get carried away.
July 2021, I had lost my natural heartbeats for a couple of hours because I was put on artificial heart-lung machine. I had massive heart attack. I was operated. I underwent open heart surgery, and when I woke up there, I still remember on the bed in the hospital, I could remember the beeping machine of the medical devices. A very beautiful nurse came to me and she removed that ventilation pipe from my mouth, and I felt as if it's cutting the umbilical cord.
Tying it back to your own, personal journey, I went through your TEDx talk also. You've opened your heart there, and by that I mean you said that you had a heart surgery and that it gave you a new lease of life. So what was the biggest shift in your mindset after that experience?
I feel more with gratitude. Okay. But soon after surgery, it got enhanced, it got accentuated. So even when it comes to open heart surgery, I felt, "Arey, ye to kuch bhi nahi hai." There are so many people with so many more dangerous health threats or something like
that. Yes.
Yeah, ailments. Mera dard to kuch bhi nahi hai unke samne.
During that period of recovery, what did you discover in yourself? Want to know that.
I discover, that inner voice is energy, and I think this is a very famous quote: "What lies within me is far, mightier than what lies ahead of me or behind me." Right. So, recognizing that you are not just flesh and bones of the body, but you are an energy, and now it is supported by the science also. As you know, matter and energy, it's like one.
is SQ? Like there is EQ, there is
Yes,
PQ.
yes, yes.
Yeah?
Spiritual intelligence. Question,
So,
yes.
so all the leadership lessons that you impart, how do you integrate something so intense like this with the knowledge of the practical world? Because most of the times there are contrasting realities, and people don't seem to get it. It could be a challenge also. I really want to know it from you. With people who are on the field, fighting it out on a daily basis. How do you inspire them in your talks or in your sessions? What do you do?
When it comes to leadership, like
Yeah.
plethora of books, typical
Absolutely.
management stuff.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
there's a fair, democratic leadership style, servant leadership, big things, big talks. Leaders को मैं ये कहूँगा कि जो आप लोगों को ज्ञान देते हैं, जो एडवाइसेस देते हैं, आप खुद कुछ तो करके देखिए। फिर देखिए मजा आएगा। And the help of the spiritual intelligence, like as I said, energy की तीन basic properties जो मेरे जहन में आती हैं, which I see, and it is like definitely the people know that energy is neither created nor destroyed; it moves from one form to another form. Yes. So energy is universal. Right. The energy which is lurking in you and me and this gadgets, these machines is the same. Is the same. Yeah? So I have control, not allowing anger to become hate and violence and wars and conflicts.
Even in modern setups, anybody who speaks of leadership or who's in a position to lead, they want to exercise control. A leader needs to bring results. Sometimes they have the pressures. They need to cater to a certain target that has been given to them. So how does SQ help them? So what you're saying is very unique. So I want you to throw some light on that.
Spirituality is knowing yourself. Like, I'll give an example. When I was a kid, I whenever people used to ask me, what do you want to be in life? I used to say, I want to become an ice cream wala. मुझे ice cream वाला बनना। क्यों? क्योंकि उस वक्त मुझे ice cream बहुत पसंद थी। आज भी पसंद है। But as I grew up, later on, I started knowing myself.
Right.
When I started, suppose if I know that I'm just flesh and bones, my body, so I'll have certain purpose of my life.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But the whole game changes. The way we can pivot the game is that when you know that you are not just this limited version, but you are infinite version, energy which is infinite and eternal, then your purpose of life changes miraculously. Because earlier you believed that as body you can go till there. You have limitation. But when you know that you are infinite source, you are that source, and there is no end to it, right? So once you know that, Swati, once you know that who you are, when you truly know that spirituality, and many times spirituality is trying to find out which you never lost. I mean,
लोगों के पास time कहाँ है आजकल? How do they do this? Like, it's a very good point. Like, I'm not saying what you're saying is not right, but nobody has time to self-reflection, meditation.
On contrary, it doesn't need time.
How? I want to know how. How does that
just okay, I'll give another example. It's just common sense. See, we have come from this space and time.
Yes.
Space and time, right?
Right.
Definitely through our mother, parents. Okay.
Yes.
But this space and time, right? So this space and time, when Einstein says space and time is singularity, okay, this space and time, this environment. So from where we have gone, like a wave coming from the ocean. So this wave is alive. So the ocean has to be alive.
Right.
When it comes to leadership and like how to manage people, so once you know that you are that consciousness, you are that power, that energy, then the beauty is you are going to make the best of the IQ, the EQ, and the PQ, because SQ puts all together. IQ, for example, I'll make it more clear. You are handling a team, and people are not the same. You have made the SWOT analysis of your 10 people, 10 subordinates. And one person is good at one thing, the another person is good at logic, the other person is very good in chasing people, he's people's person, and one person is very mechanical, he can complete the task. So when you say that you are spiritually arrived, you are conscious, you are going to make the best of the IQ, and IQ is ability to analyze. Right.
Correct.
You'll make good planning, you'll make good strategies.
Correct.
And it will lead to execution excellence. And if you are having that SQ, you'll be automatically emotionally intelligent. So before your people say something, you are able to sense that their moods. And when during the boardroom, the serious meetings are going on, you can encourage people. You can make them open to say what they want to say. So this is the master key, which can
So
open so many different.
how does the self-awareness come? Like I said, itna distraction hai. Who thinks so much? Like, are people able
थोड़ा
to
time
do
देना
that?
पड़ेगा. As I said, like it doesn't take time, but it takes time to at least to give to yourself. And when you give to that, it's
At
basically
least the
self
urge to become better, huh?
urge.
You shouldn't be, like you said, कि arrogant नहीं होना चाहिए. You need to always
हाँ.
know that you can always be a better version of yourself. Keep bettering, and that's how you get there. Probably you've trained so many leaders. You've written books also, and trying to strike a balance between IQ, EQ, PQ, and SQ.
Yeah.
What is your biggest observation about modern day leaders? How do you think they are?
Modern leaders.
Don't
when
quote
it comes to
anything
their,
bookish. Don't quote anything bookish.
of
I
course,
want to know कि
why not?
real field से आपके क्या observations है? What is your biggest observation? You've trained so many
My biggest
people.
observation. Correct. Most of the leaders, I have seen that quite well informed.
Okay.
Even their lingo, their business lingo, and the kind of processes they work on. It seems like they know everything.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
they know everything. The
Right.
leaders fine. But my observation is that people are becoming day by day more selfish, more me kind of talking
Me
big
first.
things like team is less me and more we. But deep down somewhere they are just working, paying attention to themselves.
अपने बारे में बस सोच रहे हैं. Throughout.
At least in private sector, because they know after 2-3 years they are going to be in some another organization. तो बस अपना काम बनता है, बाद
So
में
they're
जाए
not
जनता.
concerned with people growth, people development, and this is the harsh
Yeah.
truth that we have to accept. So
That is the harsh truth of
it's people
today's
like
most
you
of it.
who are probably going to change the scenario. I wish more and more people like you come to the forefront and try to really inspire people from within. It shouldn't be a superficial transformation. It should be a transformation with purpose. I think that
Exactly.
is much needed. So coming back to our favorite subject, the artificial intelligence, AI.
Yes.
You said that
Yes.
it is not to be viewed as a threat. It is a friend.
Yes.
Don't use it as if your life depends on it, but you use it and make it a friend. So tell me something. How do you encourage people to see it this way? Many people are not pro AI still. उनको लगता है AI is a threat. It will take their jobs. It is going to dominate their life in ways they don't want. So tell me, how do you encourage people to see it in a positive way?
I have a question. जब कैलकुलेटर आया था पहली दफा, तो क्या उसने हमारी नौकरियां छीनी थी?
बिल्कुल भी नहीं. अली मैं सबके बिहाफ पे बोल सकती हूँ, नहीं छीनी थी. Right.
फिर computers का जमाना आ गया. I still remember my first job in hotel industry, 5 stars. It was in mid 90s. So there was rise of computers, and people started
Yes.
saying that manual system is put on the automation system, and maybe some of us, most of us will be done with our jobs because these machines are going to take your jobs. क्या ऐसा हुआ?
नहीं हुआ. In fact, better हो गया.
हाँ, better हो गया. Exactly, better हुआ.
Right.
I see AI not a monster or a master. It is a mirror of human behavior. What we feed in, it is going to behave in that way. It simply amplifies, magnifies the person you are. It's energy. How you are going to utilize, it's all up to you.
Right. सही बात.
The data,
सही.
the softwares, whatever I'm talking. So so we should not worry about AI. We should not worry. In fact, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, Gen Z को मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि see, if you are getting too scared that the machines, the AI, is going to take away your job, then better take it away. Then what you are meant for? Then how you are different from AI? You have to be more creative, literally creative, not like AI. AI definitely can compose mesmerizing music, can write beautiful romantic poetry. Yeah, so let it handle that. I think I see AI as blessing because all those jobs you are struggling and because of which you are not able to give time to yourself and comes to know your higher purpose, okay, finding the meaning of your life, okay. So let AI and the machines and the robots do that job, physical jobs or mental jobs or logical job, whatever the job, and now you focus on creativity. It's simple. So it's neither monster, it's neither master, it's just a mirror to our own consciousness, our own behavior.
Has AI impacted you as a professional? How you conduct sessions, how you train people, or if you have any training modules of your own, do you use AI for your own work? My question to you is that.
Yes, definitely. In fact, like this is a big request. I strongly urge to the entire fraternity of trainers, motivational speakers, and teachers also who are in school,
Right.
gamification and using the best of this AI as tool.
How do you use it in your work? A lot or just mildly, like not much?
When I look back to my own PowerPoints, maybe 20 years back,
Hmm.
those PowerPoints and now the PowerPoints done by AI, certain AI tools, they are far better. Second, embedding the videos,
Right.
the audios,
Right.
far better.
Right. You know what? I thought I'll touch upon this later. You do a lot of Instagram reels, which are very Bollywood inspired and filmy, very different, a different shade of your personality altogether. But I really want to know, does that keep you energized throughout the day? All the playfulness that you bring, does it lighten up the load of life or whatever you've set out, any goals that you've set out to do? How does that help you?
That's my lifestyle, that's my nature, that's my strength. So here I have a question, I keep asking people, why we watch movies or any cinema, like say, like superhero cinemas or maybe James Bond or maybe any halka fulka like comedy cinema. Why we go out with family on web series at home? Why we do that? Why we watch cinema? The reason is it's larger than life, isn't it?
Right.
It's larger than life.
So cinema
And
inspires you.
yes, 22 years I was in corporate, like in Reliance, me and Krishna. 2004, I was talking about. During that time, also, I used to find out here, the session, the workshop should not be boring, mundane. Like there should be some spice into it. There should be some activity. There should be engagement. There should be interaction, right? So I try to make my training workshops and I make those reels there on social media, Instagram. That's my style. Okay, so that it's all about happy hormones, and I have made an acronym for happy hormones: DOAC, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. I love to make my participants feel free.
People are so worried about how they're looking to everybody else. Nobody feels that confident in their skin also. So, I think people need to take some inspiration from you, that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be unapologetically you and feel free. And I've seen that in your training sessions also, you're making the trainees strike that favorite SRK pose, which is very interesting to watch. And they're also taking a lot of interest in doing that. So if an actor can do it, why can't we people do it? So, it's like this is a different energy totally.
You said when actors can do it, we can do it. Yes, there is no monopoly even when it comes to SRK pose.
Yes. So according to you, who is a good trainee?
Oh, that's a wonderful question, Swati. Thanks for this question. To start with schools, आज बच्चा टीचर को देखता है and he says, छोड़ना यार, घर पे जाके चैट जीपीटी को पूछ लेंगे. क्या देख? He doesn't listen. So today, I would say for a trainee, when you are there, even when it comes to adult learning mechanism in corporate training, be it school, a child, Gen Z, or maybe people at our age, X generation, we all have to be great listener. That is the difference between information and wisdom. मम्मा पापा जब बात कर रहे उसमें wisdom है. Teachers बात कर रहे उसमें wisdom. उनका तजुर्बा है. And that is respect for the learning experience also. Suppose you are a great listener, तो speaker को भी बात करने में मजा आएगा.
The fact that everybody is very distracted. Mentally, they are not there in the present moment. So when you are addressing a session, a room packed with say 120 people, what does the job for you? Getting that energy into the room, getting people to listen to you.
So I have different take over here when it comes to distractions. People say that Gen Z suffers from attention deficit disorder. Their attention span is shrinking, the span is shrinking when compared to other generation, and they are hardly able to stay focused. I mean, attentive. तो मेरा सवाल ये है कि भाई distractions कब नहीं थे? चाहे हमारे जमाने में, हमारे पहले जो भी था, right from human era, there were certain distractions. Right. Distraction I see as unattended attraction. Why one gets distracted? Because whatever he or she is facing, is interacting with in the present moment, that person doesn't find that interesting enough. So when there is love, there is focus. Focus is the byproduct of love. So the teacher and the trainer should ensure that
Mhm.
the participants feel loved, they feel respected. When they
Mhm.
feel respected, Swati, when they feel love, people are deprived of that. And there is no entity which doesn't want love. We can survive without food and water for a few days, but without love we can't survive. That is the basic thing. That is like laying that basic foundation. That is the connect. So I ensure that in my workshop, whether I'm there for 15 minutes, say podcast, or maybe I'm there for a couple of hours, like that connect is there. Irrespective of the age, irrespective of social status, irrespective of the nationalities or whatever education qualification, I need to honor, I need to respect my participants. You must be aware that India stands number one. India stands number one when it comes to being the youngest population in the world. Right? With an average age is 29. So you are the new architects of the new world. I really bow down to you because you are the future leaders. This.
Show them the respect and don't fake it, but really
Don't
give them
fake it.
really give them
Yeah.
the attention that they need. Okay, so
Yes.
what? You've spoken a lot about holistic growth and development. Now, this is a very broad term. इसको अगर हम
Yes.
practical pillars में distribute करें, so what would that be? Just decode this for me.
So for me, success or the holistic development, success is not just about financial strength or like big luxurious car or big bungalows or hefty bank balance. It is all about peace of mind.
So holistic
Despite
development equates to success. That's what you are trying to
success.
say.
That's what. But success is very very individual. It is very very personal. So for few people, success is just financial success. For few people, success is maybe name and fame. For few people, is like being with family, right? It also vary from from age to age. Common success, I feel, is that holistic evolution that leads to peace of mind. So I see this kind of development as holistic development.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
if the person is only say having high IQ, but emotionally weak, I may be very calculative. I have good IQ, but I'm like a machine, very programmed.
Correct,
So I need to be
correct.
emotionally intelligent. And all those things, all those emotional intelligences, I reiterate, the master key is self-awareness. Call it spirituality. Self-awareness. Am I able to recognize my true potential? That I'm not just flesh and bones, I'm an energy also.
Correct.
I'm some different vibe. Maybe for few people, meditation helps. Personally, meditation helped me a lot for more than, I think, approximately 25-30 years. Me and my wife, we are practicing Vipassana meditation.
My next question to you, that you've said that you value alone time, which is different from loneliness. So how do you use your solitude to recharge?
Yeah.
What's your secret?
Okay. So for me, solitude is like an attitude of soul. Soul's attitude is solitude.
Wow.
So just
Nicely put.
yeah, maybe just words or something like.
So how does solitude help you recharge? What do you do? Or you don't say a word, or you are like your phone is switched off and you're maybe just meditating. I don't know. These are just ideas I have about a person spending time with their own self.
For me, solitude is not loneliness. I'll give an example. Number one, so I unwind myself at gym. I work out.
Okay.
And second, you must have seen those cinematic reels. So I make reels. I enjoy that. Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
with the images, the memories of good times. I'm in sync with nature. 15-20 years back, I was able to decode this pattern. इनके पास बातें क्या होती है? या तो शराब की बात करेंगे, या कोई पावर की बात करेंगे, या कितनी महंगी कार लेनी है, कहाँ इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ है.
Materialistic stuff.
All the materialistic, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't
give. There is no fulfillment in that.
मुझे वो नहीं. I respect them. When I'm at work, I respect them. मैं हर किसी के साथ बात करता हूँ, लेकिन उतनी बात करता हूँ, बहुत हंसता हूँ. उसके बाद में ठीक है, ठीक है, आप वहाँ में और मैं with myself.
How have family and relationships influenced your own strength journey?
So I have these 3 F's in my life. One F is family, second is finance, and third is fitness. Okay. So I'm a family person. I love to spend a lot of time with my family whenever I get time. With my son, with my wife.
So that is
we
a
spend
pillar of strength for you, basically. The family is your pillar of strength, basically. So you.
And whatever we make a purchase, na, Swati, whatever, it's a family decision. Or what I mean by family managed, it is not me taking decision. अगर कोई भी चीज छोटी बड़ी खरीदनी है, कहीं कुछ प्लान करना है, so we sit together with 3 people, me, my wife and my son. फिर हम डिसीजन लेते हैं.
It's a collective decision. Correct.
Collective decision. Yes.
So that is where the real strength comes from. Have you read any books lately? Any books?
Oh, I am a voracious reader.
Wow. So
okay. My all-time read.
Yeah. Tell me, which is your favorite? Yeah.
Favorite. Okay. 7 Habits for Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. 7 habits.
Yes.
And those 7 habits, like by heart.
You implement them. You implement them. अच्छा.
I implement. मैं पूरा उसको implement करता हूँ उसको. For example, the first habit मुझे याद है. मैं कोशिश करता हूँ बताने की. The first habit is be proactive. Yeah. Begin with an end in mind. Put first thing first. Think win-win. Seek first to understand that to get understood. Synergize and keep sharpening the saw. These are the 7 habits.
Correct.
And this is a fantastic book. देखो मुझे याद है. Okay. Internalize and I practice. So this book I strongly recommend to all kinds of people, be it any generation. Fusion of infotech and biotech. I would recommend books of Yuval Noah Harari. For example, Sapiens, Homo Deus, 21 lessons for 21st century, and Nexus. One of the books is Nexus. And amazing. The way he tries to explain emotional intelligence is mind-blowing.
And you've also written a book, Tonic for Great Life. Tell us about that.
Okay. So that book, it is actually compilation of my motivational or maybe some good stuff which I used to mail from my desk when I used to be in certain MNC, like big MNC. I was heading training. So I used to mail that to all the people in the organization on Mondays.
Right.
So my team, 1 or 2 team members, they came to me and they gave me a surprise one fine day. साल भर के उन्होंने जो email थे उनका print निकाल के रखा और कहते हैं कि सर हम इसकी किताब बनाते हैं. And definitely a lot of editing.
It's available on Amazon for purchase?
Yes, it is. It's available. Be it X generation, Y generation, baby boomers, or maybe Gen Z, or maybe like Alpha generation, the next generation. It's good.
Chalo, enough of the serious talks. Now I have something interesting. Let's do a quick rapid fire with you. Often share Bollywood inspired reels, SRK's romance, or Rajesh Khanna's retro charm. Which one is closer to your heart? And you can say a new one also. If
of course, SRK. So earlier I used to look a little bit similar to him. मेरे बाल आगे आ जाते normal.
अच्छा, so you think his persona matches yours? That's what.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so you find resemblance there. So that's closer to your heart. Great. Yeah. So one fitness myth you wish people would stop believing.
40s and 50s. उनको ये लगता है. And they think, weight loss is like being healthy. No. So people miss out on strength training. They think at 40s and 50s की weight training, strength training नहीं करना यार. Load आ जाएगा. ठीक है. तो उनको लगता है बस एक लंबे walk पे चले जाओ.
That is a myth. कि strength training is difficult. That is a myth.
Okay. That is a myth. Yeah.
Okay.
They need to.
Okay.
They have to.
So what is your go-to happy hormone activity when you need an instant mood boost?
I try to make people happy. I crack a joke, I do something, when I see them smiling happy, I feel happy.
Right,
yes.
Right. Very
when I'm alone, then definitely fitness and making those cinematic reels.
Making reels, okay.
I don't mind, doing push-ups anywhere. एयरपोर्ट में पुशअप कर लेता हूँ मैं, सिनेमा हॉल में पुशअप कर लेता हूँ. मुझे लोगों की कोई वो मैं नहीं सोचता हूँ कि लोग मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे. अगर वो पान मसाला प्रमोट कर सकते तो मैं पुशअप्स प्रमोट कर ही सकता.
गुड सम sarcasm.
मैं पुशअप्स मारूंगा, फिंगर पे करूंगा. टेडेक्स में मैंने फिंगर्स पे पुशअप करे.
Yes.
तो कहीं भी शुरू हो जाता हूँ.
My last question is, if not strength and coaching, what career would you have chosen for yourself?
Definitely cinema.
Okay, you would have been an actor. I can also say it now.
Maybe an actor, or maybe cinematographer, or maybe director, or anything. But definitely would have been cinema, could be theater, anything for that matter. What propels me, the higher purpose is to enable people to find their true self. Whatever.
It's always attached with a purpose. Whatever
Oh,
you
yeah.
would have chosen would
I
have
agree.
had a strong purpose behind it. Great. So, Kiran, one message you have for our listeners, please.
I would say, if life is short, give your best shot. Maybe your personal life, professional life. Don't leave any stone unturned. And maybe in that process, you will find your higher self. Defy the logic, be the love.
Defy the logic, be the love. Very, very nicely said. So that brings us to the end of our wonderful interview.
I would
Please
like
go
to
ahead.
extend my deepest possible gratitude to you, Swati. I have
Oh,
seen
wow.
your couple of videos and interviews, really amazing, and the way, in fact, you are enabling people to express themselves, their ideas, their thoughts, is trying to make this world a better place. I think that is a great purpose, that is a great thought, that is a great, I would say, endeavor. So thank you very much. It's not just for the heck of saying, but please accept my deepest possible gratitude. Like I'm grateful to you. Thank you so very much.